Welcome to this video and to this book, Day of the Dead by Sylvia G. Its official title is Day of the Dead and Other Works. As you can see there, it's a hardcover book. It's got some really nice gold detail on the front. You can see it shining away there. It's quite a small book, to be honest, but it's a lovely book. There's the spine. So yeah, it's published by Korero books in 2014. I actually love the back cover. It's better than the front, I think. Look at that amazing painting. There's some ISBN information there for you as well. Look at the black edges as well. That's a nice touch. I like that. So the book's got about 111 pages altogether, 112 perhaps. It's got a bit about the artist and some acknowledgements at the very end as well, which is unusual because you normally have that at the front, the artist stuff anyway. Anyway, that's nice, a bit different. So there's some sketches. Look at that. Haunting. I love this art, just to say that at the beginning, and I love this book. I love the artist. If you were to just quickly flick through this book, you might be forgiven for thinking, well, it's just loads and loads of the same pictures really, and it's not. There's some similarities and there's some themes throughout, and here's the contents pages. And as you can see, it's divided up into about 7 sections, including the foreword and the about the artist acknowledgements at the end. And it charts the artist's kind of portfolio or work from 2005 through to about 2015, so encompassing about a decade's worth of work, effectively. So then we get the foreword, and this basically says a bit about kind of the book, in particular that it's mainly portraiture, and it's mainly sort of Day of the Dead faces. And there's a mixture of sort of, I don't know, macabre and eroticism, I suppose, in her work. The subjects are really colourful, the work is sumptuous, but it's also very contemporary, which is odd because it's also harking back to like almost a Victorian age. I particularly like some of the stuff at the very back of this book because it becomes quite abstract. It's almost like faces are constructed out of, you know, things like flowers and leaves, but we'll get to that. I particularly like these two pieces on page 31. This one's called Marigold, and incidentally most of these are actually acrylics or mixed media, so things stuck on, I assume, actually on wood panel. Practically all of the images in this book seem to be that style, with that treatment. This one here is called Blackouts. I really like this, with the little kind of insects, spiders, whatever they are, descending onto the face. Creepy. Incidentally, if you're thinking of sort of painting your face for Halloween or some other celebration event, this is a great book in terms of inspiration for just that, for getting your face paint right. Two more excellent pieces here on page 34 and 35. First I've got one, it's called Green Katrina. This is actually 8 by 10 inches, so it's not too big, this one. And I really like the face, but then the simplicity of the black hair just falling around the neck and the sort of the jewellery around the neck, that's really nice. And then this one's good too. This one's called Vow Silence, slightly bigger, this one, 18 by 16 inches. They are varying in size throughout this book, and this is more almost like, I don't know, like a nun. Is it a nun or is it hair? I don't know, but this has got some really simple lines. This is really effective as well. Just love that green eye peering at the viewer. These pieces are all part of the section called La Katrina, between 2007 and 8, and the artist says that in this period she was invariably pulled towards the macabre, and just got very much into sort of sketching skulls and the Mexican feel too. There's something so beautiful about this piece on the left on page 42. It's called In My Sorry Way, I Love You. And yeah, I don't know why I really like this one, that spider's web on the forehead and the use of red rather than black, and I just like just everything about this. The composition's nice too. It's, I think, possibly my favourite one in the entire book. This one here, the lady with her eyes closed, is called Wandering Soul. And then we've got this one over on the right here with the eyes open, different piece. This is called I See You, which I think is pretty spooky as the titles go. So quite a lot of the pieces in this last section and the more recent pieces starting to be getting a bit more abstract, more ornate sort of patterns with kind of flowers and other things, replacing the actual sort of face itself, which is an interesting transition. Here's I think my favourite in this particular section. You know, you'd be forgiven for thinking at first glance it's just a load of animals and nice coloured flowers and things, but actually peer closer and you see a face, a skull in the middle. This is 30 by 30 inches, so it's quite a big piece. And we're pretty much at the end of the book. Here's some stuff about the artist. She was actually born in 1982 and she had artistic parents, which obviously helped her kind of develop her own kind of passion for art and her skills. And she's based, I think, in San Francisco in the US. So it's a great book, this. It's a beautiful book. I really like it and I recommend it. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.